Thank you for joining EGTV today and welcome to the 2024 Elk Grove Village Hometown Parade. This year's theme is Landmarks of America. To start off our celebration, we have an Oktoberfest helium balloon that is 12 feet, globe adorned with the village's Oktoberfest logo. And I first want to welcome my partner here, Angie.
Hey, Sue.
It's so
here
good
we
to
again.
be with you again on this gorgeous day.
Here we are.
For a parade, and look at that balloon coming down the street,
I know,
Angie.
but did you hear the NASCAR in the background? Did you hear him? Did you
that
see him
is
go by?
one
That was
powerful.
cool.
That's an impressive
It was
automobile.
awesome. Wrapped up in that Makers Wanted logo, it included our Elk Grove Village, Illinois across the hood. Did us proud, as always. Kids are just happy to hold that balloon up.
You know, it's an honor.
It is. There we go.
There it goes, higher.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Oktoberfest, it's a big draw in the community.
It is. And we have a great day here. Indian summer. Boy,
Perfect.
this weather has been perfect.
Hanging on.
Hi, girls. Great job. The Elk Grove Village Police and Honor Guard are representing the men and women of Elk Grove Village Police Department and their president at all our funerals, parades, and other ceremonial events. We're mighty proud of the men in blue.
Boy.
We salute you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us today.
And this year's Grand Marshal is Chris Prochnow, who's been serving as village trustee since April of 1997. That's some devotion, isn't it,
sure
Angie?
is.
Boy.
It sure is.
And during her time as trustee, Chris has served on many different committees and involved herself deeply into the Elk Grove Village community. Trustee Prochnow will be retiring from her role as village trustee in April of 2025. Gray Thunder Percherons, 6 dapple gray Percherons, draft horses, owned and exhibited by the Dwayne Wilcox family.
Beautiful.
They are carrying the Grand Marshal of the parade today, driven by Josh Wilcox.
So proud. And our parade is going here probably until about 3 o'clock, and then we're inviting everybody to come over to the Rotary Green, and we'll talk about more of those festivities later.
I hear they have some good food going over there.
They do have great German food and drinks. But up first is the Elk Grove Village Fire Department, one of 123 fire service agencies in the country to be both an internationally accredited agency as recognized by the Center for Public Safety Excellence and an ISO Class 1 department as recognized by the Insurance Services Office. Chief Rich Michael was appointed as fire chief in August 2012. He's got a master's degree in public safety administration from SIU. He's a graduate of the National Fire Academy Executive Fire Officer Program and is credentialed as a chief fire officer by both the Office of the Illinois State, hey there,
And they're blowing bubbles
that's
at us.
right, Fire Marshal and the Center for Public Safety Excellence. Chief Michael oversees a department of 95 personnel responsible for many diverse activities through 9 specialized divisions. So proud. Chief Dorn has served in law enforcement for over 25 years. The Elk Grove Village Police Chief. He began his career in 1998 as a police officer in Barrington, and he served there as police chief for his last 10 years. He was appointed to our police chief in 2024, so we welcome him. And our police department canine unit is up here too, and that consists of Officer Wasall and his canine partner, Uber.
You know, I just want to give a shout out on a personal level to our paramedics. Last week I had a personal question. I thought, well, who else better to ask than our paramedics? I went over there, found one so willing to take his personal time just to ask a question about a device I had found for if you have someone in your family that's choking.
Yes.
And I thought, before I keep this, I need to know if paramedics would approve it. The young man was in his middle of his own personal workout. He stopped and took time.
That's awesome.
Assured me that it was something that I could have, hoping never to need. But yeah, a big shout out
That's awesome.
to the paramedics of our community that
Terrific.
we know are reliable and can be there for us.
Yeah, they're definitely willing to serve, and we are happy to be part of this community.
You know what? I see that we have a little bit of a time here, Angie. I was just doing some background checking today I think we should also give it up for EGTV, don't
Yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah.
For all they do in the community. That's Ross Rowe,
Yep.
who is the manager, and of course Debbie Dennison, who puts her heart and soul into all these events.
She sure does.
Her along with Scott, they're both producers of EGTV. They have spent so much time just in assembling to have the parade ready.
Yeah.
But they involve themselves in the sporting activities. They let us know what's going on at Park District Board meetings, the village trustee, of course, and all the local events. I mean,
Yes. Concerts, the summer
really,
concerts, the games, the football games.
everything to keep us apprised what's going on in the community. And not every community has
No.
a television.
They don't. They really
backup
don't.
like we
yeah.
do. So
we've got a good force. I
a whole
know.
lot.
I've been involved with EGTV for maybe 15 years, maybe a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Doing the Inside the Village show, and it's quite a following. I got a little fan club. You know, like
Yeah.
they're like, when are we going to see you again, Mrs. Catania?
Yeah.
We want to tune in. So knowing
Yeah.
that we serve our community and they're watching and waiting and then appreciating all the information
Yeah.
that we give is just
it's remarkable.
It's remarkable.
And I know as a host also, it allows us to connect with a lot of people in the community with that you and I may not have the opportunity
Correct.
to meet on and even speaking of Chris,
Yeah.
I mean, I can run into Chris at our local Jewel grocery store.
Yeah.
And she will stop any concerns you have. She's always there available to talk. And it's almost sad knowing she's leaving, but life goes that way. And she certainly deserves a retirement.
She's
But
worked
I
really
bet you
hard.
anything, you just don't let go of it. I bet we'll still see
Oh, I'm
Chris
sure she'll
involved
get
around here,
involved. Yeah.
giving her input.
She'll be a familiar face popping in and out for sure. It's
Yeah.
it's hard not to.
You know?
You devote so much of your life, and
Yeah.
you just almost want to just kind of creep in and inch in. But I'm sure her family and friends will appreciate and support her in this decision, and
Yeah.
then just you can't just step away.
No,
You know that. So
no,
you're always
it-
going to be involved in your hometown.
Yeah,
you really are.
You just don't give up what is something that's been fun to do
and part of your life for
and
so
part of
many
your
years.
life.
Yes, exactly.
Let's see. I think we have something coming up here. Now the Fire Quint 8.
Quint 8, yes.
Yeah, Quint 8. It's a 2015 Pierce Velocity with a 100-foot aerial platform, 2,000-gallon per minute pump. That's a lot of water, Angie.
Yes, it sure is.
And a 300-gallon water tank. The Quint can be utilized as an initial fire attack apparatus for either fire suppression or for rescue operations. The unit is staffed with 3 personnel operating out of Station 8 over there on Fargo Avenue.
And I see that they're also throwing out some goodies to the kids.
Did you notice how the kids came with their bags?
They did.
They know what to expect.
Pre-Halloween, I think, right?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Halloween time, but that's awesome that they do that for the kids.
Is that who I think it is on the back of that truck? That is our one and only.
One and only.
Unless he has a twin.
Mayor
No, it'd
Johnson.
be Mayor Johnson there throwing
Looking
out the
sporty,
candies.
throwing out the candy.
Should we give him a big wave?
We will. Oh, he's got something for Deb. Oh, he's got a ball. Hi, Mayor. Okay.
There's one.
Oh, darn.
Next time.
Next time. Nice to see you, Craig. Look at this. This is pretty amazing, isn't it?
I like the waterfall effect.
And you said it was a
That's-
300-gallon water tank, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen something like that.
A lot of
That's
people
great.
put a lot of effort into these floats. It's a nice special effect. And on a hot day like this, that waterfall looks very inviting, doesn't it?
Made of the mist. Now that's something that we see down in Niagara Falls.
There's
so.
another familiar face. It looks like Jeff Frankie's on board.
Oh, there you go.
What?
So those are our trustees, right?
Yeah.
It's Joe Bush, Jeff Frankie, Kathy Jarash, Tammy Miller, Chris, who just went by, and Stephen Schmidt. Those are all our trustees, but there's 3 of them there riding on this Made of the Mist, Niagara Falls. We appreciate all the service. They're pausing for a photo out there. That's wonderful. And right behind them...
Squad 7?
No,
No.
we've got the Elk Grove Village High School Marching Band.
Oh,
So
we're
proud
way
of our
over here.
Grenadiers.
Oh.
The award-winning Marching Grenadiers are performed in 4 to 5 home football games and 3 to 4 competitions each year, per year. They performed in bowl games, Disney World, and the National 4th of July Parade in Washington, D.C. They will be heading to Italy in March. What a wonderful experience for our kids. That's so amazing. They're so dedicated to this. The precision with the flags and the instruments and the music, the harmony and the music they create for all of us to enjoy. Thank you, kids. Thank you so much for your dedication.
Yeah.
So proud of them.
Part of the excitement at any football game.
Oh, I remember those days. That's awesome.
They'll always remember. Boy,
Keep up the good work. Enjoy Italy. Boy, you're going to have a ball over there.
I'll tell you, I was in my high school band, and we didn't get any
No
trips
perks
overseas.
like that. I
No.
don't think so.
Who's coming up next, Angie?
Oh, look at it. We got our Girl Scouts, Junior Girl Scouts from School District 59.
And you know, Angie, Girl Scout Troop 47835, it's a program for girls that aim to help them develop their full potential, to build confidence and make positive impact on the world while making meaningful friendships with their peers. Don't they look
So
like they're
powerful.
having
Yes,
fun?
so powerful.
These
Great
girls
organization.
earn badges through community activities while learning lessons on how to be a great friend and how to contribute to their community.
That's an excellent organization.
You know, I was
Been around forever. Were you a Girl Scout?
yeah.
Okay, good.
I remember selling the cookies way
Okay.
back when they were like 75 cents.
I was a
box.
Girl Scout leader with my troop of about 21 girls, but I was never a Girl Scout, so I got to enjoy
You
that
just
through my
went right
daughter.
to the
I
lead-
just went
Well,
right to the leadership.
Well, thank you for all that
Okay,
dedication.
it was fun. It was fun. And these are probably, let's see, are these the Royal Academy?
It could be because some of
The
them
dancers?
didn't, we were told wouldn't have a number in front of them.
Oh,
so
right.
Very well
Okay.
Could be. Unless we're into Cubs Scouts.
No, I think they're well.
Yeah,
they might
yeah,
be.
they're
They
not
might
the
be the
Cubs,
little
yeah.
sisters of the Girl Scout, the junior troop. Hi,
I think
girls.
you're right.
Yeah, I think they're
Because
the junior
I
troop.
see some tumblers
Yes, here
coming
comes the
down the
banner.
street.
Yes, yes. This is our Royal Academy coming up. The dance, tumbling, and rhythmic gymnastics teams. It's an academy for kids 3
at
to
that.
18 years old.
One cartwheel after another.
That's right. And they have adult classes, ballroom dance, international dance classes. It's wonderful. Look at them.
You know, you have the most flexibility when you're young.
You
tend
do,
to
you
loosen
do.
it as you get
Well,
older.
we
but
work on that. We can work on that as we
look
get
at
older.
that.
Yeah. Do a little Pilates. A little yoga. Great job, girls.
So that's the Royal Academy.
The Royal Academy sure is.
Okay.
Yeah, my
they
daughter
gonna-
did dance and cheer. She was in cheer too, but it's just a great
Did you
discipline.
get nervous when they throw them up in the air?
I did.
Yeah.
She was kind of tiny, and they would throw her really high, and I just kind of
So she
closed
loved
my
it,
eyes.
and mother closed her eyes.
Yes, I
That's
closed
what a
my
mother
eyes.
should do.
Yes, flexibility and just good, strong bases. Let me tell you.
Now it looks like they're going to do some kind of little
Oh,
performance here
that's
in front
right.
of the reviewing stand.
That's right. They're posing for pictures.
Maybe that's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
They got to take.
Even have a very patriotic truck.
Very. They're excited to be here. They're excited to be here.
We might have a slight break here. You know, I learned today that Elk Grove Village was settled by German immigrants back in the year 1834.
Oh, I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Oh,
Thank
and
you.
the families, the early families here were named the Beisterfields,
Okay.
the Landmars, and the Bussies.
Hence,
Hence
the street names, right?
And I understand many of them are buried over at the Elk Grove Cemetery. So
really? How interesting. What
And
an
then-
interesting
yeah.
tidbit.
yeah.
That's great.
Who's coming down next? Would this
Oh.
be our? Yeah, it is the Cub Scouts.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, Cub Scout Pack 190, scouting for kindergarten to the 5th grade. So if
Yeah.
you have some youngsters interested in beginning, check out Cub Scouts Pack 190. It's a great organ. And anything with scouting, it just sets the kids on a good path.
They learn to do for
Yeah.
others and not only themselves, which kids today now, they need to have some. Hi guys.
Yeah.
They need to be involved in some service projects. I agree.
And then also Cub
Volunteering.
Scouts, volunteering, such an important part of the community.
So and just
Right.
learning to pay it forward without expecting anything in
the
return.
moment.
That's so important.
And that also includes Cub Scouts Pack 495 with
Excellent.
Scouts ages kindergarten through 5th grade.
Proud of those
Yeah.
boys.
And sometimes they make lifelong friendships that
Exactly.
stay
Exactly.
with you, and then they can go on and earn all those badges that even years in the future, it makes a difference when you're making applications.
Yes,
when they
in
see,
college, because when you go up to an Eagle Scout,
Right.
which is the highest,
Right.
and they see that means a lot.
It's
That carries
it's
a lot of
impressive.
weight for
Says
a
something
future
about
employer.
your character.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
So that, look what's
So
coming
it's an
now.
excellent investment. Well, we've got some stars coming up.
Looks
in
very
addition
patriotic.
in addition to all our participants in this year's parade, because they're all stars in my book.
Ah.
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle big, beautiful stars. Make a wish on these stars. Giant red, blue, and white patriotic stars that are traveling down our parade route right now. We're used to seeing them at night, but no, we're going to be bedazzled, and they come right here in the daylight to show all the patriotic. It's a patriotic year. It's an election year. We all should, register to vote. This is a very important year to be proud, stand up, and be an American. The Patriotic Star was produced and created by Starbound Entertainment of Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
Ah,
Look at that.
perfect.
Looks like those will go really high.
I always love balloons at a parade.
They do. I
Yeah.
have good memories of Macy's downtown, the parade downtown on State Street. They had some great.
So front
Great
and center
balloons.
now, Chicago White Sox proudly presents Southpaw, the official mascot of the Chicago White Sox. He was inducted into the Mascot Hall of Fame class of 2022. He loves to dance. He's showing his moves right now. Give fuzzy green high fives and drink chocolate milk. Does that
Well,
Everyone.
sure. Everybody's got their tastes and their perks. Why not?
Your favorite fuzzy green dude, Mr. Southpaw. There he is, shining against the perfectly blue sky.
That's awesome. He looks good in green.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, there's
there
his
he goes.
moves. He got the moves.
Followed by our very own Sheila Ray Adult Center members. They have over 300 members age 55 and over who enjoy outings and weekly activities together as a family, as friends. It's an excellent community opportunity here we serve. Join us Friday, as a matter of fact, October 4th from 1 to 2:30. They have an open house. Everybody's welcome.
Check
Come
it
and
out.
check out the programs.
Yeah, you're talking about moves. They got some dancing
do.
going on at Sheila Ray.
They do. Good people.
And they got that band that performs over at the pavilion.
They do.
once
Good
a
people,
month.
good times.
So you can rock it out at any age.
They also provide like a transportation service too to our elderly. They serve our
That's
community
wonderful.
well. Yes.
And from the adult center, we go to preschool. Oh, well, let's finish with Sheila Ray. Looks like they've added some more. They're really letting us know what's going on there.
I think Deb's going in to check
Look
out
at
the
her.
festivities on the bus, on the Sheila Ray bus. It's like,
Well,
it's like a party bus, right?
Deb was
Why
telling
not?
us she's cordless, wireless now, so
So
she
she's
can
going all over.
dig in wherever the
God
action
bless her.
is.
She's going where the action is.
Oh, now the kids can win frisbees.
Oh, they're passing out frisbees. Look
Oh,
at that.
it's way.
Here's the Elk Grove Preschool.
Okay, preschool. Over 53 years of making a difference in our community. Elk Grove Park District Preschool, congratulations. Go out to Cindy Balicki, Diane McDermott, and Kathy Parks on their 25 years of service.
That's awesome. Thank you for your service. Cynthia, Diane, and Kathy, thank you. 52 years.
52 years.
Wow,
They were there almost
dedication.
half that time.
That's dedication. And speaking of dedication, lots of purple coming our way. A sea of purple and silver, the Elk Grove Park District's Pavilion Dance Center float. Mini Junior, Teen Ignite, and Ignite Senior Dance Companies. 53 dancers here, and they range from ages 6 and up. They train multiple times a week, very dedicated young ladies committing their time and energy to grow as dancers, to expand as performers, and share their love and passion for dance within our community. Registration is open. It's still open for the fall classes. There's over 45 classes to choose from.
Boy.
And, a lot of these might even go on and dance professionally. You never know. Broadway,
That's where it all begins.
Theater, it all begins. Their love of dance starts right here.
And it builds up their self-confidence.
Absolutely.
And who knows what awaits.
One of the very best programs that we offer here in Elk Grove for our youth. Smiling, happy, precision.
And I bet you young boys could also.
Sure, why not?
We need the male dancers.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Look at those
young
smiles.
men.
Hi, girls.
Look at the little ones.
Oh. Hi. They're doing great.
It's like they're happy to be participating. Hey, following the dancers, we have the Elk Grove Village Public Library, and what a fantastic library we have.
Oh, we do. The best. One of the best.
You want to be sure they have something very special coming up. The second annual Foodie Fall Fest on October 6th. And are you ready to hear who's going to be there?
Go ahead. Take it away.
A Taylor Swift tribute band is appearing here in Elk Grove Village at the library, along with food trucks, a show by Chicago Boys Entertainment, and more.
That's going to be a sold-out event. You know that.
Oh,
so many people are going to be going to that.
I mean,
anything with TS associated, Taylor Swift is just
that's it.
A sure thing.
And as long as we're talking library, another personal shout out. I needed some help with some computer work.
Mm-hmm.
They have the most fantastic young people that work at that desk.
They do. They're
to help.
patient.
If you need some help,
welcoming.
get over to the
Yes.
library. They're more than happy to help you out wherever you get stuck.
I agree. We have one of the best libraries. Elk Grove Township coming up. Hi, girls. Elk Grove Township was established way back in 1850. It provides service to over 93,000 residents. There's 93,000 of us living here in Elk Grove. So proud. And we live in part of 5 villages and cities: Mount Prospect, Elk Grove Village, Arlington Heights, Des Plaines, and Rolling Meadows. The service is provided. They help us out with property tax appeals and exemptions, senior disabled transportation, an employment center, a food pantry, family counseling, and of course our youth programs. We're so happy and fortunate to have
that
the
all
township
makes
here.
It part of why we're called the exceptional community.
To the T.
Because of all these add-ons that we have that not every community has.
Oh, and even Tootsies. Thank you so much. Thinking about us girls here. So thankful.
Food pantry, I mean, if you're in need, don't hesitate.
Well, everything. I mean,
or transportation.
These tax appeals and exemptions, I mean, they could be kind of confusing. Even employment. I mean, that's so nice to know that.
Sure.
And a lot of people should take advantage of that for employment, to know that we have these services here.
And they always keep your prize. Look there's my friend Sue
thanks
Ellen.
for thinking of us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So coming up next is the Community Character Coalition, also known as CCC, a community organization that gives back to the community. They strive to teach kids and adults in our community the pillars of character, kind of like what we've been talking about here earlier, Angie. Those pillars are trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. So CCC recognizes community members that demonstrate exemplary character. They sponsor and support community-wide collection drives to benefit food pantries, our veterans, the active military, and children.
Very important organization, Sue. Very important.
Yeah. I think they go into schools, too, and try to impress upon, what the pillars of character and what they really mean.
That's a great place to start, at at the basic level with kids, because that when you teach them early, then they'll incorporate these throughout their life, and then hopefully they get that reinforcement from home. And
just as a side note, with so much of what we hear that happens at schools, this is what we need more of to get the kids on the right track.
I agree.
You know. Oh. Let me just say again, is this a great day for a parade?
Boy.
All things considered.
You've
got happy faces, happy families.
I think they know the weather gods know every year that they give us the best weather for Oktoberfest
and they know
parade.
what's waiting at the other end.
They do.
They got German food at the other end.
Exactly.
What's
Well,
coming up
music
next?
is coming up. Some loud, wonderful, Mad Plaid Brass, an all-age concert bugle corps from Racine, Wisconsin. Thanks for coming down. This group is sponsored by the Racine Kilties Drum and Bugle Corps and the Racine Heritage Museum. Mad Plaid Brass repertoire features a mix of swing, contemporary, show, and classic Kiltie charts. The musical director is Jim Mertens, and the admin director is Rich Hinderholz. Thank you so much.
Well, they're sounding good.
Good German names, huh? Speaking of
Really?
German,
Perfect.
That's perfect to come and join us here.
Let's take a listen. Club and the Leo's Club belong to the world's largest service organization. They were founded in 1917. They have a lion riding on their car. Their mission is to service our community wherever they are needed and to work to help individuals with their vision needs, hearing needs, and promote diabetic awareness.
And they give great scholarships to kids, by the way, too. The Elk Grove Village Lions Club. I know some kids have benefited. Oh, we got a little Pirates of the Caribbean here. Little Wizard of Oz action.
Boy.
Dorothy.
Yeah.
And her counterpart, the Wicked Witch of the West. Always nice to see those two walking hand in hand. That's Fairy Tale Entertainment, right?
Right.
Okay.
For a moment, we were in Disney World last week. For a moment, I thought I was back there.
Shout
when
out
I saw
to
Captain
Fairy
Hook.
Tale Entertainment. Put family and quality as their top priorities. Thank you so much, folks, for coming out.
And here we have the BISI Chicago Dance Company of Elk Grove Village, a dance studio for kids of all ages, 2 years to adults. Many dance styles offered, as well as a competitive dance team that performs in many events and venues throughout the season. Their passion is to dance and will continue to, quote, bring it and shake it. Kind of like that White Sox.
BISI, bring it, shake
bring
it.
it, shake it.
Great acronym.
And Mother's Milk. Mother's Milk.
Actually, it's the Republicans.
Well,
the Mother's Milk.
Yeah, that was
I'm
Mother's
sorry.
Milk.
That was Mother's
Give them a
Milk
quick
for the
shout
Great
out.
Lakes. Quick shout out. They save tiny lives, and they collect and pasteurize donor human milk, non-for-profit milk bank, and they help all of those, including who are donating after a loss.
Please look into them. And we got the Elk Grove Township Republicans now passing by. They promote good government through citizen participation. They're joined by candidates Mark Rice, who's running for 8th Congressional District, and Lynn Palek for Judge of Sub-Circuit 18. And then we also have right behind that car friends of Lynn Therese Palek for Judge. She's running for Judge of the 18th Sub-Circuit of Cook County. She was born and raised, proud resident of Elk Grove Village, graduate of Elk Grove High School.
Us proud.
Do you know our mayor graduated from there also?
Yes, he did.
And she's a practicing attorney in this community for the last 25 years.
Fantastic.
So there's someone very involved in government.
Makes us proud. Good luck to all our candidates. Coming up.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay. Lynn Therese Palek for Judge. Thanks for joining us here today. Coming up right behind, we've got the Illinois Rock Rhythm and Groove Ensemble, part of the Youth Against Violence Organization March Arts Program. Mr. Thomas Parker and his ensemble, they're made up of youth from 11 to 17, and they live in Winnebago and Rock Counties. Illinois Rock Rhythm and Groove is one of the 2023 DCI Drum Battle Champions and winner of the 2023 Lewis Belson Award in Percussion Palooza. Percussion Palooza, wow.
Oh.
That must be a big thing.
Wow. Talent.
Beautiful, beautiful job.
Yeah, great job,
Keep
guys.
up the good work. So proud of them. So proud of those kids.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's such a great cause too, Youth Against Violence. You know, so put them
With
learning music
yeah.
and the arts, and
It's
put
just
them-
like starting young with the Scouts,
Yes.
getting your kids started on the path of compassion and doing something
Correct.
productive and creative, and those the community coalition, all
And
that.
just the discipline of all that too keeps them busy and off the streets. I think because
Yeah.
they're invested in that. It brings them so much joy, and they want to practice and get better.
yeah, always
that's so
to be
important.
your best.
That's so important.
And I was even thinking as Miss Petlick was passing by, the amount of time that anybody running for office has to devote
Oh yeah,
to what they're
It's a full-time
seeking to
job.
do. Boy.
Absolutely.
And speaking of, now we have the Elk Grove Township Democrats coming down the street. They represent parts of Elk Grove Village, Des Plaines, Rolling Meadows, Arlington Heights, and Mount Prospect, who work to elect Democrats in the area. So all our neighbors, the surrounding communities, this is their representation.
Mm-hmm. See, we've got
And our
Ted
parade
Mason,
today, yeah, Committeeman
Michelle
Ted Mason.
Mussman, all familiar names. Good luck to them in the upcoming election as well.
Yeah. You know what? Bottom line, everybody loving USA. You know,
Everybody.
we all just want the best.
One nation
For-
under God,
that's it.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Here we go.
And let's see. I think there's-
Oh, there's another gentleman, John Hawk, who's running for judge.
yeah.
In addition to Leslie for the 18th Judicial Sub-Circuit in Cook County. Good luck to you. Thanks for joining us, Tier. For joining
Oh.
us today.
Oh, well.
Oh, we got a couple of can holders and some candy. Boy, they like to take care of us. Thank you so much for taking care of your MCs. We're happy to be here again today on this beautiful day, kicking off our
Thank you.
parade.
We got one.
some. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Enjoy the
Look
fest. Enjoy Oktoberfest.
Whoa.
That's so
nice.
awesome.
Let's see if we have a little break.
Yeah, what other tidbits do we
I
know?
found out today that Elk Grove grew into an industrial hub. We start in 1962. There were 90 companies. You want to take a guess how many companies now?
Oh, gosh. So many.
3,600.
Yeah, I was
From
gonna say.
90 to 3,600, and currently employing like over 100,000
That's
people.
amazing.
So
That's amazing.
we know we have a terrific business park, and
Oh, the
everything
industrial
keeps
park is-
expanding.
oof.
with,
Every time you turn down those street, you see more
yeah,
companies
everything's
to the left, more to
growing,
the right.
and-
And they keep growing. I mean, it's just not just
expansion all over the
expansion
community.
all over. It's wonderful.
And it's all due to the mayor, the trustees, and the input. They take in the input, I'm sure, from residents, and it all comes together.
All right, who do we got coming up here? Is that... Oh. It looks like Schaumburg, right?
30.
Yeah, Schaumburg School
Yeah,
District
yeah.
54. Serving approximately 15,000 students from early childhood to 8th grade across 7 communities in the Schaumburg Township. The governing body includes board members Bill Harper, Barbara Hengels, Bob Kaplan, Mary Kay Prusnick, Jim Pye, Nicholas Cipioni, and Debbie Schmidt, along with Superintendent Andy DeRoss. Mr. DeRoss, I remember. Mr. DeRoss? He was at our middle school many, many years ago. Doing a great job for our students. Keep up the good work.
Always.
District 54, yay! Shout out. Oh, we got some more purple balloons coming.
And that would be for the Dance for Me Performing Arts Center. We have a lot of dance groups.
Yeah.
To dance for us here in Elk Grove. Dance for Me Performing Arts Center is celebrating their 15th anniversary this year. They are devoted to teaching dance and creating a warm and safe atmosphere where children and adults can build confidence and be successful. The teachers provide award-winning competition dances and train to all levels of dancers. Whether a beginner or advanced dancer, they would love for you to join their dance family.
For us here. Look at that. They're doing a nice little display for the bandstand, for our guests of honor, for the trustees, for mayor.
Again, they are moving it, shaking it.
That's right.
Showing it off.
And those smiles. ROCK in the USA. Good old John Cougar Mellencamp. CK in the USA. Rockin' in the USA. Bravo!
Good job, ladies.
Great job, ladies. That is terrific. Way to go, girls. Happy to have you here. Proud of those girls. All our youth today. We're so proud of them. Okay. Let's see what's coming. Memories of an oldie but goodie, the Chicago Ghostbusters.
And we do have Halloween around the corner.
We do.
Very appropriate.
Chicago Ghostbusters, Social Club for the Ghostbusters cosplay movie and prop enthusiasts. Thanks for being with us here today. Classic movie. Dan Aykroyd. Remember that movie very well.
You got the clowns.
We do. Here are the Crazy Clown Clubs from Buffalo Grove visiting us, a professional award-winning clown club. They love to show kids of all ages just how to have a great time with their antics and silly humor. Laugh as they clown around at parades and picnics like ours today. Parties, festivals. Thank you to Crazy Clowns for making us smile, always.
Well, we have a rather antique-style automobile coming down Elk Grove Boulevard now.
We do.
Let's see, Norm Keel. He's a 56-year resident of Elk Grove, and he's driving a 1930 model A Ford Coupe.
Wow.
This is something they can maintain and keep those running.
Yes.
He's associated with those guys' car club and is a member of the Illinois region of the Model A Restorers Club. See, that's where they take their passion, is just keeping...
Exactly.
And that's so important for us to see this kind of history.
What an amazing... Oh, Route 66.
Wow. Sitting back there in what they call it, the rumble seat.
That's right. That's right. Can you imagine just restoring and
that
having
was
a collection of those cars,
in
right?
its day, that was... You were something right now.
Yeah, that's 1930. That's amazing.
We were just a dream in our...
a dream. a little speckle of dust at that point. Now, in addition to the music that we've already heard by our wonderful bands and organizations, we've got a non-for-profit musical education group coming up.
Ooh, something new.
Yes, the Dundee Scottish Pipe Band. It's for learning, it's for performing in the Great Highland Bagpipes and Drums, all the way in West Dundee, Illinois. They came to be with us here today.
Nice.
We thank them for coming down and visiting us. The band plays at community events and parades, and they also compete in regional Highland games. They foster teamwork, musical education for all ages, and guess what? Free lessons. Free
Really?
lessons.
So
Yes.
anybody watching, if you're interested?
Free.
Sorry,
Yeah, if you can get to West Dundee, look at that. They're going to stop here for a little performance for us. Let's watch.
That's a lot. Okay, give
Yes.
it up. I can't.
Beautiful.
Wow. Amazing. So much talent.
What an art. I got goosebumps. I don't know.
yeah.
It's kind of cool.
You know, Angie, an event like this couldn't take place without sponsors.
No, ma'am.
And so Mayor Johnson and the parade committee would like to extend a big thank you to all of our 2024 Hometown Parade sponsors. Their generous donations received by local businesses allow for the spectacular acts that you are celebrating with today.
Yeah.
So let's give them a big thank you.
Just to name a few here, Libra Industries,
Yeah.
Mammon, Jarash Corp, Maternal Sciences, O'Hare Mechanical Contractors, Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, Portillo's.
Wow.
Gotta love Portillo's in Elk Grove. I'm trying to read them. But
Yeah, they're going so
They're
fast.
going so fast, but folks can see them as they're coming down our trail here. So proud of them. Thank you so much. ABC Elite, a multifamily restoration emergency management company located right here in Elk Grove.
Look at these guys.
Oh, I don't know if this is...
And now we're on the BMX.
These are BMX guys.
I think
I'm sorry.
that's-
The
yeah.
ABC Elite is not here. These flat 4-3 BMX have been competing and performing for the past 25 years. These tricks,
Unbelievable.
people just think it's easy, but no, it's not. It's really
No.
difficult to get
And when you're
coordinated.
learning, better wear a helmet.
Exactly. They promote bicycle safety and always wear helmets. Always wear helmets to
Look
their
at this.
performance.
Look
Look at
at
this guy.
this. Look at this.
Look at this guy
Unbelievable.
standing on the handlebars. Wow.
It's unbelievable. So much talent,
Wow.
whether you're playing a bagpipe or riding a BMX
And
bike.
he's got like a
you're a
GoPro cam on his helmet. Look at the
Jeez,
GoPro cam.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And all these performers, you can see how much they love what they look at that. My God. How much? Okay. We have now West Suburban Homeschool Band, the Patriots. Marching unit of the West Suburban Homeschool Band. The Patriots, under the direction of Mrs. Thomas Burrow, are honored to perform at a variety of music today for the Elk Grove Village Hometown Parade, including several patriotic marches and even a dance song. The band includes students, little siblings, and even grandparents, as homeschooling is a family affair. Let's give it up for the Patriots.
All right. Lots of talent walking by, boy. Talk about talent. So proud of those kids. Thank you, West Suburban Homeschool Band. Marching Patriots.
Right. What do we have coming here?
Okay, we got the Lake County Shrine Club. Wouldn't be a parade without the Shriners.
Look what they're riding.
Of course, they're on a mission to empower kids with disabilities to walk. Their efforts extend to providing support for children under 18 suffering from conditions as deformities, orthopedic conditions, burns, spinal cord injuries, and cleft lip and palate. Regardless of the family's ability to pay, God bless these people and this organization. Together, they're making a global impact, extending their reach to children in need worldwide. Riding their coolers today for us here in Elk Grove.
They're
Way to
here,
go, gentlemen.
They're here every year.
Every
the
year.
Shriners. You can't
Every
bring
year.
them back.
Thank you to the Shriners.
Yeah. You know, as long as we're talking about the Shriners here years ago, my daughter's disabled since birth, and I'll never forget the two of us were out one day, and somebody who saw us happened to be a Shriner, and he came up to me personally and said, if there's any help, here's
Oh,
my card
that's
that we
great.
could help you and your daughter in the future. So
That's awesome.
I always have a soft spot in my heart.
Yep, thanks for coming down to us
Yeah.
from Lake County. All righty.
I hear we're going to have a special guest
I think
join
we
us.
are. I think we are.
the lady who we honor today,
Yes,
you know.
the one who's devoted so many years of her service here.
I think they even have a crown
Of course
on
she
top
does.
of her head, like she's
She's
princess,
our queen.
queen for the day.
She's queen for the day.
Here go the cables. And you'll just talk into this microphone and I'll set up the shot. Sure.
Look who came to
Look
the
who
table.
came
Hello,
to
Miss Chris.
visit us.
Were you surprised to find out that you would be the
Grand Marshal?
of this?
I was shocked. I was shocked.
Why should you be shocked? You've certainly earned the
Well
privilege.
deserved.
Well, I'm still serving on the board. I have until when my term ends in April. I'm not leaving early.
Yeah.
And the mayor came up to me a few months back and said, "Are you sure you're not running for re-election?" I said, "There's not a thing in the world that will there's not a thing in the world that will change my mind about that." And I said, not that I haven't enjoyed the 28 years that I have,
20, yeah.
but it's time for someone new.
Can
And I
you-
wanted people to know that I wasn't running because nobody wants to run against an incumbent. So I made that clear, and he said, "Well, if you're sure that you're not running, then the parade committee would like to invite you to be the Grand Marshal." And I was in tears.
I can
Oh,
imagine
that's
to
so
be the
touching.
Grand
So-
Marshal. But as I was saying to Angie earlier, I can't imagine you just sitting back in a corner. You'll still be as active as ever in the community.
Well, since I did the Memorial Day ceremony and knowing that it was my last one, and the mayor announced that it was okay with him if I still ran it for perpetuity, I was like,
see, they're not going to let you go.
"You don't
Chris.
understand what retire means, do you, Mayor?"
They're not going to let you go.
They're not. You're
You know.
back. You're
Oh,
gonna stick
oh,
a
let
couple
me
of
just,
fingers here and there.
Yeah.
Trust me. You can't never.
let me
ever
just say
No,
what-
I'm just excited because of the opportunity for new people to get involved with
Oh,
the
yeah,
board.
that's
new
important.
ideas, especially the new members that have come on the board have been unbelievable.
And
with
they can
it,
always
with their
tap
energy,
into-
their enthusiasm, their thoughts.
I'm going to give a little shout out to the mascot from
Yeah,
the
this
Chicago
is a
Wolves for
Chicago
popping
Wolves
by. I
skates.
saw him. We saw him.
Skates.
But we got something else. Oh wait, the Queen of the Rosary.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh,
They're right across.
65 amazing years. Our Lady of the Blessed Sacramento, Sacrament's Queen of the Rosary School, partnering with parents to provide academically superior faith-based education. Hi, Queen of the Rosary. Thanks for being with us today. Come join the celebration.
And then followed by the American Eagle
That's a big
helium balloon.
That's huge.
Today's version of this patriotic eagle had a pre-parade meal of 3,500 cubic
bird.
feet of helium and has
Love it.
24 bird handlers to help guide him down the street. The bald
Thank
eagle
you.
was officially adopted as the American national emblem in June of 1782. The bald eagle is depicted all throughout the country as a symbol of majesty and strength. Kind of like Chris Prochnow. Chris,
Did you like that little segue?
give us one of your favorite memories of all the years you've served.
Oh, 28
Yeah,
years.
how do you
want
pick
me
it
to
out?
Give me one of my favorites.
Yeah, what stands out?
I just think some of the exciting events that the village has been able to sponsor and we've been able to experience. Remember the bike races?
Oh,
Those-
yeah.
those were good
Tour of
times.
Elk Grove.
And just on the side note, the bird that just passed, the inflatable bird, all the young people that were carrying it are Joe Bush's students from Elk Grove High School that volunteered
sounds good.
because of him. So that's just another, point about getting more people
Right.
involved.
Let me just interject here. We have the Medina Highlander Pipes and Drums out of Addison, Illinois. They march in support of Shriners Hospital for Children. God bless them.
Yep. Beautiful version of
Were we all
Amazing
singing
Grace.
along?
Yes.
Doesn't it always give you
Yeah,
goosebumps?
Yes, you
That
could.
was
Oh,
Thank you, gentlemen, for that beautiful rendition of Amazing Grace. That's great. girls sport, the Elk Grove Village softball team, teaching our girls the skills, values, and fun for the game of softball. They encourage teamwork, respect, responsibility, and positive attitudes. Go girls! Our vision is to go beyond the expected. Love softball. And close behind is the Elk Grove Youth Basketball League, which runs from December through March for 1st to 8th graders. Registration is open, so register your kids for the basketball program. Excellent programs here in our park district. My kids were in everything: softball, basketball, soccer, you name it.
I'm telling you, no child
So
in Elk
proud.
Grove has to be
Oh my
without
God.
something to do.
I tell you.
We got everything
And this
covered.
youth baseball, can't forget the
Yeah.
baseball either. The Elk Grove Village Youth Baseball is the house baseball program through our park district. We have an amazing park district. I mean, people all over recognize our park district as one of the top in the state. We have program options for youth from preschool through high school, with seasons in both spring and the fall, indoor training during the winter. Players of all experience and levels are welcome. Visit EGVsports.com. Get that information.
Perfect.
Sign up your kids. Great, great programs. Hey, kids. Say hi. Shout out. So proud of these kids.
Wow.
So proud.
And next up, we have the Blues Brothers. It's Joliet Jake, Elwood Blues, and the Penguin coming out to you. Enjoy the Blues Brothers music, car, and fun.
Another great movie filmed here in Chicago.
Hey, Chris, of all the parades you've been in, participated in, is this one of the better?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Of all the parades you've been involved in, is this one of the better ones today?
Oh, they're all so different, and each one was so special. Remember
all
the
theme-
electric night
oh,
parades we
yeah,
used
those
to have?
were great.
Yeah, a lot has happened over the last 28 years. It's hard to pick.
You've got a lot of memories.
But I just want to take a minute thank you for giving me the opportunity to thank Elk Grove for being my hometown.
Now, don't start crying.
I am going to
I
start
know.
crying.
Don't
Good,
get
start
emotional.
crying.
I've
Don't
lived
get
here
emotional.
since 1956,
Aw.
raised my children here,
That's great.
had 2 homes,
Yeah.
and I've loved every single minute. When people say Elk Grove is like Mayberry, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It is, and I've been
is.
very lucky to experience that. So thank you all.
You
for
wouldn't
all your
change
support.
a thing.
Shout out to Suburban Towing and Recovery, locally owned and
Hey, Bobby.
operated. They've been servicing our village for almost 30 years, towing, recovery, transportation, with a fleet of 25 pieces. Thank you so much. They get the job done, whatever it takes. They clean up. Their committee here are cleaned up to give back. Facility trash up cleanups in the Chicagoland area with any company, a school, a group, or a club. We want to have a cleanup to help our community. They run the largest plastic bag drive in all of the Chicagoland for Earth Month, okay? April. Their mission,
Is it-
creating a cleaner environment through community engagement and inclusion. Thank you, everyone.
It's been great being with you again this year,
Oh,
Angie. And
I can't wait
Chris.
till
And
next
I
year.
think Nancy Zarnick is smiling down and
I was
saying,
thinking of her.
no rain on my parade.
I was
not
thinking
this
of
year."
Nancy. I was thinking of Jim Heffron. All the
So many people.
There's such. They're just Elk Grove Village.
Yeah.
You know, as
heart.
Chris.
And thank
as
you
Chris
both
is-
for what you do for volunteering and doing this.
Aw,
We appreciate your
our
time.
pleasure.
We appreciate
Our
your time.
pleasure.
It's our fun.
We really do.
Yeah.
It is. It is our pleasure. And cleaning out and closing out is our Public Works Department. They work so hard. Our street sweepers keep our town and our communities nice and clean. So thank you so much for your dedicated service.
so
and
Chris-
everybody's heading that way. Tell
I was
us a
going to say,
little
so
bit.
Chris,
Head on over to Oktoberfest.
where are you going for dinner tonight,
Yeah, where are
Chris?
you going?
We were at Oktoberfest last night, actually,
Oh.
and it was hopping. We got to do my chicken dance.
Terrific,
It was a lot of
terrific.
fun.
Get
I
that
encourage
on
everyone to
camera.
Come out and join us again tonight.
Yep. From 3 to 11 p.m.
yeah.
There's German food. There's music. Bring the kids. There's activities for the kids.
Until about 7?
Until about 7.
Yeah.
Some of the characters will be there. You can do
Yeah.
some photos. You can have some activities for
close.
the kids.
And
It's going to be a fun night. The weather's going to be great. It's going to cool off later. It's going to be the perfect summer night.
Absolutely.
Yep. Indian
Like that
summer.
on this
Indian
one.
summer. Yes.
So
Thank
should
you
we
very
say goodbye
much.
to all our viewers?
Yeah, we should.
Thank them once again
Yeah.
for
Thanks for tuning in this
joining
year.
us at the parade.
2024 Oktoberfest here in Elk Grove Village.
Yeah.
We thank you.
Thanks for viewing,
And
we'll
till
like
next
to see
year.
you again and
Yeah.
keep you apprised what's going on in this
That's right.
exceptional community.
Tune into our programs.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Bye
And
bye now.
Bye, everybody.
didn't show up at all. So unless we didn't read it. This whole page just was a blur. It's just like a whole blur. So I don't really know.
Our apologies if we missed anything.
I hope we didn't. We were talking fast.
I need water.
Yeah.